There are a few stairs to get started. Stairs are my arch nemesis.
Take the stairs. Hate the stairs. Ugh. So many stairs! No! Stairs!
And I'm pretty sure I just died a little inside. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. In today's video, we are exploring more of the area on Lookout Mountain, Georgia and Tennessee side. So if you've got some of my other videos, we've already done one for Rock City in this area. But today we're exploring Point Park at the very tip of Lookout Mountain. Now you do have to pay to get in here. It's not a huge fee, but you do have to pay, and then the parking next to it is paid parking. But they do have a little bit of free parking too. It's not a very big place at all. You can kind of see the path around the top edge of the mountain here that you can walk around. They have some different monuments, statues. They have some cannons you can look at. But one of the neat places is the museum out on the edge of the mountain, and you'll see it in just a second. You can walk down that path in the corner, the left corner of the video, and then now you're out to the kind of fort area and the museum on the edge. So it's pretty neat. There's a lot of stuff to do in the area. The main reason why we came here was for the hike to Sunset Rock. So we had read that it's a pretty hike along the rock face along the edge of the mountain, and it's about 1.1 miles. And then you can see, as I'm zooming in here on the map, there's the Sunset Rock outcropping right there. So there is a much easier way to get here. I explain later in the video and show you free parking right next to the trailhead. So it's a lot shorter if you can't make that hike. There's a lot of stuff to do around the Lookout Mountain area. There's the Glen Falls Trail, waterfall trail right there that I've already posted a video on. And then there's the Ruby Falls that I'm working on a video now. So of course be sure to subscribe and check back if you want to follow along with the series that we're doing around the Chattanooga area and all the videos that we're doing on Lookout Mountain. And I also just posted a video on Rock City Gardens. It's on the Georgia side of Lookout Mountain. And so very unique place, very interesting. Glad we were able to do that. So make sure you check that video out. I'll leave all the links down below for you so you can see all these videos and whatnot. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the walking tour and some of the scenery that you can see around the area. So like I was saying, there's an excellent paved walking trail all the way around the exterior of Point Park. Everything's kind of paved, even though you do have to go down some steps to get to the museum. If you don't want to go that route, it's very accessible to get around the park and see these views and whatnot. Excellent views of the Tennessee River and downtown Chattanooga area, and you can really see for a long ways. made it down the trail to the museum area now that has phenomenal views of the river again and the Chattanooga area, the whole area around. On clear days you can see for miles and miles, and thankfully we had a beautiful day when we visited. Super low crowds. We're able to explore everything without hardly anybody around, and we were able to go in the museum and check out some of the exhibits. Try to do the Sunset Rock Trail, 1.1 miles. Now there's an easier way to park right at the trail head and get there if this isn't your thing, because there are a few stairs to get started. Stairs are my arch nemesis, so we'll see if I can make it back in one piece. Out here on Sunset Rock Trail, overlooking Chattanooga and everything. And then if you hear that nice waterfall sound, it's just a sewer. So evidently this trail is on a sewer line. And I'm pretty sure I just died a little inside. So I have a tiny bit of a confession to make. We didn't make it on the trail from Point Park. It was supposed to be about 1.1 miles, but I don't know who measures those distances, because we made it maybe halfway there and we're about dead. So anyway, we cheated and we went to the trailhead right on the road. There's not a lot of parking there. I'll show you when we go back out, or I might have already shown you in the video. And so luckily we got a parking spot. It's a little steep, you've seen in the video probably, but it's maybe 5 minutes or so down the trail, and then you can get right out here to Sunset Rock. So beautiful little spot and overlook, and not crowded at all today, thankfully. And we were able to make it, even though we didn't make it the originally intended path. So like I was saying, there's a parking lot right at the trailhead. There's 8 parking spots there, I think, but there's towing signs everywhere because it's in the middle of a residential area and right on the road. So you want to make sure you're in a parking spot, or else you might have a bad day. The trail is very accessible. It's very smooth for the most part. There are steps built into it, so again, keep that in mind if you have mobility issues or whatnot. But overall, it's a very smooth trail and easy to get down to it. So I've sped the video up here to kind of take you down to Sunset Rock a little quicker. But yeah, it's a beautiful trail. Gets you there a lot easier than the Point Park Sunset Walk Trail. But if you're an avid hiker, that won't be a problem for you. amazing views of the scenery from up here too. You can really see a long ways, especially on a beautiful day like we were there, and you can see the Lookout Valley back over to the Tennessee River, across to the other mountain ranges and whatnot. And so it was really worth the effort that we finally eventually got there and was able to see everything. It's a pretty steep drop, so if you're afraid of heights, have any kind of issues with that, wouldn't recommend getting too close to the edge, but definitely worth checking out, and thankfully we made it. So that was our quick trip out to Point Park and Sunset Rock. Wasn't exactly how we had planned it to start with, but we made it in the end, and that's all that matters. So I appreciate you guys for being here. If you made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing if you want to follow along with our adventures in the area and the other stuff we're doing on the channel. I'd appreciate it. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you got any comments, be sure to leave them down below. Try to answer everybody's comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.